Adventure. Darkness. Horrors.
Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Book of Demons. Look at this. Gold shoulder pads. We've made it to level 21. We're going to push straight on into the dungeon. Last time we did some re-equipping of stuff. We've got a magic robe that actually does damage now. 4 orbs flying around us. We didn't manage to do any other card upgrades, but we have swapped Fireball over for Meteor. So let's see how much of a bad idea that is and jump straight on in. What does this take? It only takes 5 to cast, so it'll be a bit of a potluck, I guess. We can only do a small one because after that we've got the Antipope. Oh, look at those, aren't they cool? Alright, make sure the Mana Sphere is fully equipped. Commit all the barrel murder as we are accustomed. And there's a couple of chests down here actually. Nothing in them though. Somewhat disappointing. We still need 50,000 to unlock the next slot. Not sure what we'll end up putting in it when we do that. We've got a hell of a lot of upgrade cards that we need to find in order to... Never gets old. That literally never gets old. Tiny bit of a cooldown on it though. That's the only downside. It's going to hit this one. Oh well. Not a problem. It does decent damage though. It is kind of amusing in like the most hilarious way. I dodged! It might not be the fastest, most effective one. I wonder if like the third level makes it drop instantly. That'd be kind of nice. You need a target to drop it though. You can't just drop it in random places, which is a bit of a shame. More health. We're up to 59 health. That's surprisingly sturdy for a mage. Look at our little orbs swirling around us. In fact, by the time Meteor's off cooldown, we've almost recharged enough mana to cast it again. That's how good it is. Get this ice clear out of the area. Still got 2 major items to find on this level. Oh, I can just open barrels by walking near them now because of those orbs. That cooldown is quite long. I want something to reduce the cooldown if possible. Let's have a look very quickly at this. Do I have a skull belt? No, I don't. Pretty sure it was the skull belt on the warrior that reduced the cooldowns. There is supposedly 16 common cards that run between all characters. So until we find all the cards, I don't know which ones are which. Pop. Ah, the Antipope. He's the one that steals all your cards, isn't he? It's going to be annoying as hell. Not just the ones that you've got equipped either, it's all of your cards. So we'll be back to regular auto attack temporarily while we're figuring that out. Yeah, Meteor is good fun. Okay. We found the exit. Let's just refresh our Mana Sphere. That was close enough to a direct hit that it counted. Again with the ice. And let's head back down one of the other paths, which this way by the looks of it. Let me stop this spellcaster. There we go. Let's drop a meteor on him. You know, that's highly important. Ah, targeted the wrong mob. It's a shame when it does that. There's not really much we can do about it other than try and keep on top of it. Have a meteor. Oh, I dodged. No. While I appreciate the thought, have a meteor. That barely did anything. Alright. So we definitely need some kind of way of dealing with fire immune mobs. Well, not immune, fire resistant mobs. This guy looks a bit confused actually. Have another meteor. Ow! Quit it! I said quit it! We seem to be doing alright with our regen. Let's drop another meteor on him because it is at least one extra damage if nothing else from the shockwave. And this guy is dead. And we got a moon rune. Cool. We only need another 12 billion of those, and we'll be set. Actual whoppers coming out of the woodwork. All this, of course, feeding our wonderful need for XP. Could I say cast a spell? I don't think so. Have one of my own spells. I'm sure you'll appreciate it. Right. Now I've dealt with your friend, let's come and deal with you in the most fun way. Oh wow, actually survived that. Not for particularly long, but still surprising. I mean, that's a hefty impact. Beastie, have another meteor on your face. Oh, there we go. Another level up. Up to 61 health. Must be nearly at the end of the level by now. Unless there's a ton of hidden mobs, or maybe like a big cluster of barrels. Well, there's a cold crawler. Okay, spectral whoppers. And another spectral whopper somewhere. So he probably spawned after something died, so let's head back and do a proper scout. And that's the start of the level, so he's not around here. So we'll try and retrace our steps as best as possible. There he is. Level clear. I am liking the meteor. It's a fun way to play. Alright, now was this the way to the exit? No, it's lack of having a map. It's up this way and then then down. Up to 36,000. Still got a fair bit to go before we can unlock the next slot, but we're making progress. There it is. That's where we're going. Oh, look at that. Look at that lovely cluster. Get decent impact on both of them. Very satisfying. Not sure if it's particularly fair you guys hiding, like, actually in the entrance. And where am I supposed to retreat to? That's just, like, not fair. Pop those. Pop as many things as we can. Elemental Corpse. Have an impact from the heavens. Although, you know, how a meteor actually makes it down into the dungeon without somewhat damaging the roof, I don't know. It's magic. I'm not going to question these things. Sometimes you just have to hold your hand up and say, yep, yeah, that's a real magic trick. Not just like Penn and Teller for me, this is just like, yep, legitimately cannot think how that could be done. Another upgrade card, it's a Sun Rune, which is, well, I suppose we do need lots of life runes, so Sun Runes are useful. But it's not the one that we're really chasing at the moment. Oh, sensibly ran away. Brickbro the Burning. Well, that's not a particularly good name for someone going up against a Fire Mage. We're going to kill you first. I'm going to significantly whittle down your health, stop you casting spells, maybe cast one of my own. First stage down. Let's loot the room while we're in here. Ooh, unidentified card. Always like them. It's going to be something interesting, you just know it. Oh, Phantom Beast, no way. We're going to get you killed quickly. Get close enough that my orbs are actually hitting and doing damage. You're not going to cast your own meteor. That's something that only I do. Just watching the fire ants periodically dying from either the shockwaves from the meteor or from my armor orb thing. Cool, another Sun Rune. Not really the one that we want, but we'll take it. Let's carry on exploring this level and see what else there is. We've got more barrels, more gold. We're up to 40,000 gold. That's all right. I'm not going to be able to unlock the next slot, I don't think, before we have to face the anti-pope. But we could maybe get some upgrades done. Depends on how lucky we get with the rest of this level, really, I guess. Got one more level after this one, but it's not going to be anywhere near this size. And with so few things left on this level, yeah, 4 items left.
Nice.
Ooh, unidentified card, yeah, and with a bunch of unidentified cards to go through. What is it? A Phantom Beast and a Spectral Whopper somewhere. The Phantom Beast was down this way. I just saw that attack come shooting across. There you are. And the Spectral Whopper. Let's go find where it's up to. Go up in this corner? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, we'll head back down towards the exit, I guess. Double check down this little side bit first, though. There he is. Probably cropped up just as we were leaving the area last time. Level clear. Tiny level. Like really tiny level. Let's drop a meteor on you because that's going to be really worth it. Things with that amount of health, when you drop a meteor on them, it just saves you so much time. It may only have a 5-second cooldown, but your general attack is pretty powerful in itself. Is that another Phantom Beast? Yes, it is. Another upgrade card. It's a Moo. Hooray! It's going to tell us about the antipope, so let's have a little listen.
Radiance has turned bleak. For the one whose heart was weak, robes of white, now dark with stain.
That's curry stains.
Prayers, all in vain, because he let the fear take root. Dark designs are now afoot. Seals lie broken by his words. Enter the unholy hordes. Darkness falls, blood shall be spilt. But another carries guilt.
Yep, that's the healer in town. He's just generally a very guilty man. To be fair, it is all his fault. That's not even like conjecture, it's what he's told us before. It is all his fault. Okay, well, before we go all the way around this, let's head up this way. Make sure that we've got everything. Drop that on you. Oh, hello, Phantom Beast and friends. $93 gold, that's my friend, right there. A little bit of cartography to finish there. And up this way, and then we'll head down that small side bit. I'm surprised Goatman's still got quite a bit of health, potentially. We need more levels. That'll solve that. Okay, 43,200. That's not an unrespectable amount. That's going to go down to like 40,000 once we've done our IDing. So we only need 10 grand more for the next card slot. I love the little frosted animations that you get on everything when you get chilled. Very, very nice. Nice touch. Lord Hotflake. Looking for some hot flake baby this evening. He's a bit speedy, really. Where's he going this time? Oh, just up there. That's alright. We'll keep him slightly at bay, but mostly focus on his archer friends. gotta stand in the area while he spawns mobs near us. That's not too bad though. No, you're not gonna do anything like that. I said no. What's he gonna do this time? He's gonna be fire immune, of course, because that's the most useful thing. Oh, like the worst way possible. Alright, let's back off a little bit. Kind of keep him at bay with just constant blowback. Nope. Well, nearly pulled him in a bit too close with that meteor. Let's step up a little bit. And I can get another meteor on him while he's pushed in the corner.
Take this!
That's a decent haul from that, up to 46 grand, alright. Still not quite going to be enough, even with the bits around the edge, but bosses do give you a decent bit. Barrels and the statue. There's 3 barrels. 1, 2, 3. Let's just finish off this little bit of map. And we will hit that statue. Hit it with our giant blinged up staff. Dum dum dum.
Looks like it's time to pay the Antipope a home visit. I better make myself ready.
Yep, we'd better. Okay, spot more experience. Let's head off back to town and see what cards we've picked up. Oh, cool. Death Room. And this one. A Phantom Ring. Chance to hit ghost plus 20%. Chance to spawn mana when dispelling. Chance to reflect slow and freeze effect. Oh, now that would be kind of useful. Let's see what that could upgrade to. I'm kind of curious about that. There it is. Monster skill cast time increased. That's the only thing it upgrades to. And the balance ring, player freeze and slow time is reduced 40%. That's pretty significant. I don't think we're going to end up using any of those though. Upgrading the shield is probably going to be our biggest immediate benefit, but we do want to upgrade the Book of Fire. And we want to upgrade everything, really. Right, we're going to change off Meteor back to Fireball. So could we get another life rune? Yes, we could. That needs one more Death Rune, which we can't quite manage because we don't have enough. That's frustrating. That is a little bit frustrating. So maybe we'll have to do the Book of Fire. We'll do the shield. Because we know how useful the gold shield is going to be for the rest of the game. The number of projectiles having an additional 20%, which is equivalent to 40% for the remaining ones once you take into account scaling. That's just going to be like a no-brainer. So we need another Truth Rune in order to do the Book of Fire, so that one's effectively out for the moment. Is there anything else that we could do before we go in? We could maybe do Fireball. So, Fuse. Oh, we could do Meteor now. Let's do Meteor. And then we can find out what the highest level of Meteor is going to be like. So it makes another meteor. Oh yeah, literally just 3 meteors. Well, that would be fine. What else might we want to upgrade? Like it's got like level 2 on there now. That's very awesome. I don't think there's anything else that we could do. Maybe something that involves a death rune, and we could upgrade Icefall just for the sake of it. But we're not going to use it, so that's not really worth it. And while we do need death runes, it's not going to be worth our time to switch them over at this point. Okay, in that case, I'm going to finish that there. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this as we muddle through and figure out how this is all going. Join me again next time when we push down and take on the Anti-Pope. I'll see you soon.